Hello! How are you? How's your Thursday going? I hope it's going well. Just wanted to jump on real quick and talk about how often, people don't really know where to start or um, even per se, like why or how they got where they're at. And I get that it takes self-awareness, right, in order to really understand um, where we are. But I think if we just keep it simple, that um, if we keep it simple, sorry, I just had a message pop up, so it like distracted me. If we keep it simple and basically, are you still there? See, now I got a phone call. People love me. I have to be blessed and thankful for that, right? Okay. Reverse operation, right? How you got where you're at. So, what changed in your routine that you feel like, okay, before, maybe when I felt good and I was happier and I felt more confident. Okay, from that point, almost like reverse operation where you're at now, figure out what you were doing then that you were feeling so good and reverse that. Go back to that. Go back to when the point where you were feeling good, that point where you felt like you had more energy, and from there, start take small steps towards getting back to that point, because it's possible, right, to lose 60 pounds in 5 months, or, all of that is possible. Fast weight loss is possible. But even more importantly than that fast weight loss, because I understand that weight is the byproduct, right, of how we're feeling, is really learning how to change your habits. And those don't change overnight. I've seen people who've lost a lot of weight, and even on Beachbody have lost a lot of weight. But if they still don't change their habits, ultimately it's going to come back. So I encourage you to make your goals small, to make them attainable, right? To make them something that you're changing in your everyday routine. And then spend some time sitting down and writing out, what are you struggling with? When you get to that emotional point that all you want to do is eat chocolate or eat ice cream, or maybe for you it's just spacing out. Hi, whoever's hopping on. Spacing out and just watching TV for hours, right? Because that in itself is really unhealthy, because you're not moving, your body's not moving, and you're just sitting there. So if you go to TV, or you go to video games, or you go to whatever it may be, instead of getting your workout in, or accepting how you're feeling, because that's what we're doing. We're bearing those feelings when we go and eat, or when we go play video games, or when we go watch TV, or when we go drink, right? Is to sit down and really write out what you're feeling, why you're feeling it, and maybe some kind of solution or some action steps that you can take, so that it's not going to be a continual thing. And maybe it will. Maybe it's like, my kids are driving me crazy every day at 3 o'clock, right? My kids don't nap. I never get a break, so and by 3 o'clock I'm spent, I'm done, Thankfully, I will say my kids do nap, but write it out and figure it out what it is, because bearing it and trying to like pretend like it didn't exist or it doesn't happen isn't gonna help the situation. And then pay attention to, I kind of just went over this, but I just want to cover it a little bit more. But pay attention to your day and what happens through your day, and maybe, you know, dissect it even more as far as, okay, if by 3 o'clock your kids don't nap and you're spent and you're done, or maybe you're at work and by 3 o'clock everybody's in your office, everything's hit, and all you want is that like break room food, or, you know, I mean, for me, I used to love coffee at 3, but figure out maybe something else that you can do at that time before you get to that point of super stressed out, so all that you want to do is eat. So maybe I know, especially if you guys work, take those 15-minute breaks that you get, that you are by law allowed to have. Take those 15-minute breaks and go for a walk, because that's going to change the entire course of your day. And then during your walk, do something what's called the thankful walk, I think. And you just think about all the things that you were thankful during that time, and maybe pray if, you know, you are religious. You know, just really spend some time to remember why you're doing what you're doing and what you're thankful for. So if you're struggling, reverse operation it to a point where you were happy, and take it slow, write it out, write it down, maybe the first 5 goals you want to accomplish. If you need ideas, let me know. I did my very first year of trying to get healthier, I changed 40 different things. There's 56 weeks in a year, I believe, and I made 40 different changes. And so if you want a list of stuff that you can slowly transition to, and I think even the majority of those, only a few of them had to do with nutrition and exercise. They were all other little things throughout my day that I could do to tell myself that I love myself, that I was important, that my time mattered to me. And so 40 different things that I did throughout that first year. And so if you need ideas, let me know, because I will definitely share those with you as well. So I hope this helps. Keep it simple. It doesn't have to be complex, but we do have to be intentional about spending time acknowledging where we're at and setting goals for where we want to go. So I believe in you guys. I know you can do it. I had lots and lots of people interested in my last fit camp. And I understand that not everybody's ready to start with their nutrition and exercise. So I encourage you, start somewhere else. If that's too big and too overwhelming, and you feel like you've sucked at it and you haven't succeeded before, then start somewhere where you know you can succeed. I started with a pumice stone on my feet. That simple. I was like, I am not going to have, if I'm feeling really fat and ugly, I'm not going to have ugly feet too. So I started with the pumice stone, and it was like $3. So invest in yourself, take the time to invest in yourself as well, and reverse operation where you were at. Okay, I hope this helps. I love you all, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.